Yeah, it'll happen. Or not. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast, the only podcast that's more interesting than the new football game that's going on between the newfangled Dangles and the furry pirates.
We got a band C now, Satsuki. Let's go get him.
Isn't that what they're
to
called?
The anime nerd.
Isn't that what they're called? The newfangled Dangles or whatever?
See, you know that's not even true. And I see your freaking Mikasa behind you, okay? What does that say behind you?
It says Aaron, and then it's like, you know, Drake, where he's like, nah, we don't need that. And then the other one is Ere, which is, you know,
the way that she says it. Yeah.
The correct way. Hello,
Ere.
Carp. What is your opinion on the newfangled Dangles versus the furry pirates? Apparently there was a big moment where Aaron
Where's my shotgun?
Aaron, what is his name? Aaron
See the stick
McAaron?
of dynamite. Gonna blow you away.
He apparently died.
Watch
He got
out. He already has the
shot
curl mustache, so
or something.
You see this? This is the mustache of a villain. It curled.
see.
Yuck.
Shut the
Yuck
fuck
now.
up. Shut the fuck up, see, or I'll tie your girl to a train track, see.
I'll blow you up into smithereens. Ah!
Well, this is the King of Anime podcast, the only podcast where this week we only have 2 shows to talk about, and I made sure to put, since Mushoku Tensei is killed and we finished Fate Zero, I put, what is the epitome of dead things? Potato Girl. So, I put Potato Girl in front of Fate Zero and Mushoku Tensei, eating a potato.
I didn't even notice that, but that's hilarious. So, but we didn't really kill Fate Zero. It just ended, so it concluded. But yeah,
That's a good
Matensei,
point.
we definitely killed it.
That is a good point.
Good job.
Rising says, hi, C, EA, and Satsuki, and no, that's not what those are called. Why is Sasha in
Hello.
front of Fate Zero Matensei, or is that because you killed those? Oh, C answered my question.
That's Rising. Also, Rising, my buddy. We had a Rent a Girlfriend podcast this past weekend. We talked about episodes 1 through 3. This next weekend, we're talking about episodes 4 through 6. And we're going to have a special guest.
It's gonna be me, yo. I'm gonna be on it to talk about...
Well, it's no longer a surprise anymore.
Girl W6 said, Sasuke, are you going to tell them what happened in Mushoku? Oh, well, C kind of said what happened in Mushoku Tensei. I didn't watch it. I'm done with the show. I don't... I said what I said as far as me wanted to be right with it, but I guess I'll just gloat a little. So I was right about the whole Rudy. Well, from what C said, I wasn't totally right about Sylphie curing his ED, but he got hard because of Sylphie. I mean, they kept hiding her identity throughout 7 episodes. Sylphie's the only female character currently in that story that he had an emotional connection to, and the only thing impeding him from liking Sylphie in that way or liking Fitz in that way was knowing the difference between if that was a man or a woman. That was it. So
Yep.
it wasn't hard to guess where they were going with that whole thing.
Actually,
Yeah.
what I found was interesting is in the episode, he actually, he basically, also, hello, Zishan, and Decrepit Storm, and QRW6, and Rising, and Carp. Hello, y'all. In the episode itself, he actually sort of, before he doesn't know, he like realizes his love for Fitz. He's like, I'm in love with this guy. And fully is like, I'm into dudes. And he's in
I
denial.
call that too. I called that too.
Yeah, but he's like is so in denial over it, but at the same time, since he's under the impression it's she's a he like in a way convinces himself he's gay or at least bisexual. And it was actually, in my opinion, the scene could see it from a mile away. That wasn't the bad part about it. The bad part about that episode was nothing happened besides that. It was the worst. It was boring. Nothing was going on.
Well,
So Sophie went ahead and took Rudy's penis and put it in her mouth.
Oh my god.
they should have never gave you the soundboard.
But Satsuki, it's
It's
just
a joke.
joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. Oh my god, what is that? I think my
soul burning
No, that-
damnation.
no, that was my my dick fell off and caught on fire.
Ah,
Don't worry, guys. I'll get a new one next week.
yeah.
As well, this Wednesday, we are going to be doing a One Piece podcast on the live action. It's going to be really fun because EA's never seen One Piece. I've never talked to Satsuki about One Piece, and I'm a new fan of One Piece, so we got a whole spectrum going here. I'm really excited for it, especially to talk about Mihawk. Sorry.
Meacock.
Meacock? That's
And
what I was
Arlong.
calling him before the show. Arlong. He's
And
very
Buggy.
long.
Buggy was awesome.
Everything's just a dick reference with the names.
I mean, buggy balls.
Yeah.
They didn't say it in the live action, but that was a thing. Buggy balls.
Oh, it's remember when he turns into a car?
I
Does
think.
he really? Because in the live action, he sure didn't.
Yeah, they cut out a lot of the goofy stuff, but at one point,
He
yeah,
really turns into a car, though?
yeah, at one point he turns into a car. I think he calls himself like a buggy car or something like that. I don't know.
Wow.
It was I think he called it like chop chop no car or something. I don't know, but
Gamma. Oh, well, I guess we could talk more about it on Wednesday, but I'm looking forward. I have a lot to say about it.
I'm excited. Should be a lot of fun. But other than that, we got a short episode this week. In fact, it's so short that I'm not even sure where to even start here. So I guess we're gonna start where we usually start, with the news.
Hey, everybody. We're here with KOA News. And the first thing we have for you is news that I am most excited about. The Madoka Magica 4th movie, Walpurgis Rising, has been announced for winter 2024. It's been a long time. It's been over a decade since the third movie. The first two movies are recaps, by the way, so you could watch all the movies to get the whole story of Madoka Magica, but if you've already watched the TV series, the first two movies aren't necessary. It's more so just they reanimate things, so the transformation sequences in the movies look a lot better. But yeah. So Walpurgis Rising, winter 2024, which if it's really winter 2024, that means it should be here in 4 months or something like that. Because the winter season is basically the end of the year. Around January. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
So
Are we going to watch it together while we hold hands talking about cake?
you guys haven't even watched the third movie.
You're right.
We should do that.
That is on my list, and I still need to do it.
We should do that for a KOA patron, KOA plus Patreon thing. Just saying, we can do that.
We have so many Patreons we need to do. Why not just add one more to the list?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even. I don't think we've decided on the final list, or did we?
Not really.
I don't know anything, except I got a curly mustache.
I mean, that's really all you need to know, to be fair.
Well, To further the news, Shuzo's Oshima's manga Blood on the Track has ended formally with 16 volumes. I think it ended last week. I don't know what day it was exactly. It may have been like a Wednesday or something like that. But it ended. I read the end of it. It's already translated. It's very depressing in typical Oshimi fashion. We already talked about him because he has a new manga that we broke the news on last podcast. But yeah, his current manga, I think, actually, now that I think about it, this might be his longest running series. Because I don't know if his series have gone this far, but I've never read Flowers of Evil, so who knows? Or I guess somebody knows, but not me. But 16 volumes, he finished it. It is a motherhood thriller manga. A lot of psychological nonsense going on, a lot of depressing things going on. Don't read it if you're not in a good headspace because it'll only drag you down. But yeah, that's the ending.
Did somebody say MILFs? I'm in.
She's kind of an awful person. Just a heads up. Not really a spoiler, but I don't know if I will put her in MILF territory. More like, damn, look at her. She needs to be put in a straitjacket. That's the closest thing to BDSM.
Isn't that what all the kids love these days? Is crazy women?
I mean, this is a trend.
They're dingly dangles and they're furry pirates.
Well, what's the quote? What's the quote? Never stick your dick in crazy. Isn't that a thing? Is that a phrase?
Oh fuck!
That is most definitely a phrase.
I've been doing the entire opposite my whole life. No wonder.
Well, maybe make a change. See, it's okay to be better. Third bit of news we have is a new chapter of Berserk is supposed to drop September 22nd. I haven't read Berserk for a long time, and that's with the Miura chapters. I do know a lot of hardcore Berserk fans haven't been liking things post Kentaro Miura, but it's supposed to come back. I don't know if there's a team writing it now or if there's just one guy who's being guided by Miura's notes.
They didn't have a lot of notes, but they had basically the guy who worked with Miura. He's the new guy behind it, and they have a whole team of people working to finish the story.
Yeah. Well, that's coming back for all those excited for more Berserk content. So yeah,
I'm only a chapter behind. So
really,
yep.
I'm not really that far chapter wise, but I mean, you know how Berserk is. Love Live season 3 or Love Live Superstar season 3 will air 2024.
When you said Love Live season 3, I was like, the original?
No.
But
they're not going to touch that series anymore. They're making a lot of bank with those girls as is, so you know, more they could put in
idols.
We are called school idols.
we are
Muse. But yeah, the Love Live that's the worst out of the franchise is getting a season 3. I don't understand how I got a season 3. I didn't even watch season 2. I'm not gonna lie, but Superstar didn't really impress me. But yeah, that's having a season 3. It will air 2024. I won't be watching, but I'll leave the news to someone else because I don't know about this other stuff.
All right, these next two are from me. The legendary Hayao Miyazaki. I can't say words. I just know last names.
If he is here right now, he'd be like, "This is because of your damn iPhone."
Yeah, he's Southern, just like. Anyway, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Walt Disney of anime, Hayao Miyazaki, is making his triumphant return by making a movie called The Boy and the Heron. and don't know what the Huron or the Heron. Maybe it's about drugs. It's about Breaking Bad. That's all I know. Yeah, it's opening up all over the world. It's coming here in the U.S. and Japan, December 8th. So the end of this year. And I was first introduced to this guy with My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, all those gems, and he's made so many. And he's the traditional style where he'll draw it out. He doesn't use any computer. It's all hand drawn. He likes to do the old school hand drawn style. And I think Guillermo del Toro actually got a chance to see it, and he said it was amazing. How did he put it? He was just basically saying, the masters come back to create his masterpiece or something. And I'm just I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, nice. I was having a discussion about this actually, maybe it was last night or the night before on my Discord server. A lot of people were very excited for this, and I was kind of like the odd man out, where I was like, yeah, I mean, I've only really seen 2 of his films, and that is Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke.
Those are good ones. What about you, Sasuke? Have you seen any of his stuff?
Hold on, let me make sure.
Oh God, breaking shit.
What's that?
He's locking the door. Oh no, he's checking, making sure nobody's gonna come and break in, I guess.
Make sure Hayao Miyazaki isn't gonna show up.
Yeah, with his southern accent.
God damn it! I see you with your iPhone. Come over here. Let me kick you.
Let's see what he says.
I watched nothing from him.
Oh shit!
Spirited Away used to always. Spirited Away used to always come on Toonami, and I would never watch it because I would be like, "Who is this big-headed old lady?" And I would just not watch it. I never watched it. Check the floors. Oh no! Damn!
Oh no, his foot's on fire. Sasuke, is your foot okay?
Yeah, yo, Miyazaki, and I'll come to kick your ass.
They took it. They got me. They took it. Well,
damn,
that's all right. Hey, legs, Sasuke, it's all good. Always got to remember the floors. Check the rookie mistake.
My last bit of news dropped today, actually. We finally have a release date for Attack on Titan, the final season, Part 3, Part 2, scheduled for November 4th.
Wow.
Yep. So in a couple months, a month and a half, it'll be out for us to watch. And you will bet your bottom dollar that you will hear it on King of Anime Podcast.
Yep, that is true. As well, the whole Shingeki Fly announcement, which is a new Attack on Titan project. We don't know what it is, what it entails, if it's a collaboration, if it's a new anime or manga, but it was announced by Isayama's manga editor. So people seem to be thinking it's a manga. It's also worth noting that in Volume 1 of Attack on Titan, in the back, there's an interview section. They ask him, are you going to do a story after Attack on Titan? And he says he's got one more that he wants to do. So this could be that and could not be that. We don't know. That's being announced on October 4th. So
I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to do comedy or something like that. He has a lot of this like awkward comedy that he likes in Attack on Titan. That he probably, that's not really a genre he could explore because of the nature of Attack on Titan. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was his next thing. And then that'll take pressure off from being, having a serious story.
What are the odds you get a hit? Your first manga is a hit, and it's Attack on Titan, and it is just incredible. And it's like, what are you gonna do next? I don't know. Maybe some things with hentai.
I mean, lot of mangaka probably did that before they had a serious serialized manga.
Yeah, the guy who did
Now
Dragon
he
Maid.
gets to do the opposite. He makes one amazing, fantastic manga, and now he's gonna just go backwards and go, I'm gonna make Booty Hole Quest.
I gotta go back to
I gotta go back to my roots. Booty Hole Adventures.
He's gonna make giant naked people.
somebody needs to adapt Honey Pop into a manga. I'll read it.
I'll read it and I'll watch the anime.
Without pants.
Source material's better.
Yep.
Always has been, always will be. So I guess it is time to now get into our main show already. It's time to go on and move on to Rurouni Kenshin. Episode 10.
Kenshin.
What'd you guys think about this episode?
Dude, she made moves on her man when she told her not to do it.
She tested her. She didn't do anything about it.
That is true. She's like, why you gotta be with such a rough girl? I'll go ahead and take care of you. Let me just rub your back.
I mean, to her credit, she has a point. For one, she's older, closer to Kenshin's age. She can cook. She has medical experience. Is probably smarter than Kaoru. She's kind of a catch. The only real bad thing about her is she made drugs, but that was under somebody's under the threat of her life. So,
is it any wonder why Kenshin's going after her?
I need a better backup because Kaoru might not cut it.
I need someone that can cook and clean. I gotta get this girl back
at all costs.
See, it's not because of it's the moral right thing to do and I'm a nice person. He just needs a wife.
He probably does miss that cooking. That was like the last thing he got from her before she got before that ultimatum was put on her. So
yeah.
But it's funny thinking about this because from what I know, and this is sort of spoilers for One Piece, but I'll try to keep it kind of vague. As far as I know, Eiichiro Oda, the mangaka from One Piece, was kind of like under the wing of the mangaka for Rurouni Kenshin. And given how this whole thing has been playing out with Megami and this arc with them being the people that are saving her and her doing bad under the threat of her life, this is playing out kind of how the Robin plotline was played out in One Piece. Very close to it, if anybody's familiar with it. So as I'm watching this, I thought maybe Oda got inspiration for the structure of an arc in One Piece from how this story has been going, which I find really interesting. And most people would say the One Piece story did it better, but it's pretty nice to see.
Also, the One Piece is real.
The One Piece is real. But no, I like Megami. This episode, I liked her more. I even like when she was shit talking Kaoru because, like I said, not only do I think she had a point, I think the essence of her shit talking made sense because she was poking at Kaoru's insecurities because the reason why she is jealous in the first place is because she can't do what Megami can do. Like I said, she can't cook like that. She doesn't have the medical experience. She's not as mature as her. So she doesn't have like well, that too. She doesn't have like the allure of a woman. So that's on Kaoru to be more confident in herself and maybe trust Kenshin to see the good qualities of herself. Because the only thing she's really offering him in terms of why she would make a good romantic partner is she could beat people up good.
Depending on who you are, that's a keeper.
Yeah, some people like to get their ass beat.
Yep. I'm looking at you,
You will
Jeff.
speak when spoken to. Jeff, my name's Jeff. That Jeff?
Yes.
My name's Jeff. You shut up, Jeff.
My name Jeff.
I said, shut up, Jeff.
Jeff.
You will speak
Jeff.
when you're spoken to.
Jeff. My name Jeff.
I'm gonna step on you now.
Jeff.
QRW6 says the writers of Death Note suffer from that with Platinum N. I'm assuming QRW6 is referencing not being able to follow up on a beloved series. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard to make multiple series that are considered very good in people's eyes.
That's true.
There are a handful of mangaka like that, but yeah.
Yeah, not everybody can be like One and make One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100.
Or Yusuke.
Ooh,
I was about to say Yusuke
Murata.
No, that's not who I meant. Well, technically, because he has Eye Shield 21 and One Punch Man, but he's just the artist One Punch Man, so I can't really say him. I was going to say Tagashi with Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, and not to mention Yukimura with Planets and Vinland Saga, and of course the one who has like a lot of things under his belt. I can't remember his name right now. I want to say like Tezuka, but he's the mangaka of Pluto, Monster.
No, Naki Urasawa.
Urasawa, that's his name. He has like 4 series that people consider like classics. 20th Century Boys. He has a lot.
And 21st Century Boys. The sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta reread that series. It's so good.
Have to read it.
So good. Amazing. I wonder how I react to it now that I'm older. But yeah, I loved Yahiko and his little scenes that he had in this episode. I literally was like, not that I finally, but I now get why you guys love him so much, because I'm like, in this episode, I was just like, this kid's like, he's just been consistently not annoying, not incompetent, not just, totally fucking stupid. And not only that, he is like a really good moral beacon sort of for this series that I really appreciate.
Yeah. He's definitely not a typical anime kid. He's more mature than his age shows. So they can kind of use him as because for the most part we're dealing with adults. Kairu's more on the younger side. I think she's like 16, 17, something like that. But they can use him to for him to have those impulsive thoughts and not think about things deeply, as to kind of reveal the morality of other characters. Because kind of how he was used is, Megumi saved me, so I gotta reciprocate that and save her. Very simple logic that Sonosuke was opposed to because of his own issues with opium and her being the one that made the opium. So like, he's a very simple character just to put in the story and conflict with other characters, while also having a personality that we like for the most part. Like I said, not annoying, pretty cool character. About his business. I like his little gag in this episode with him just telling Sonosuke to basically stay in line, and because like Sonosuke was saving from 3 gods. He's like, don't fall behind me. It's like, you didn't do anything.
He just like taps somebody with his stick.
Yeah.
Don't fall behind me.
Sonosuke, for whatever reason, used him like a cannonball and just threw him at gunmen. that was a horrible plan. Sanosuke keeps coming up with horrible plans. I don't know if that was in the original manga or anime, but that was a horrible plan. I don't think you throw children at people with guns.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I agree.
I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Then.
Yeah, y'all. CPS.
He's fine now. He only got shot in the leg. It's good. It's okay.
Which leg?
His good one.
Okay.
He only walks with a limp now because he's an old school pimp.
That's cool.
What can you do?
Yeah, definitely not because of the leg injury.
Nah.
Couldn't be that.
No, kids they bounce back from anything. You throw them at people, they get shot in the leg, they just walk it off. It's like a hangnail.
Good basketball too. They bounce like literally.
Bounce off walls, all that.
Yeah,
good stuff.
But yeah, they basically treat Megami like Jesse from Breaking Bad. Connor was like, "Cook my dope, or I'll kill your entire family." Blah, 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 blah. Then Megami's like, "I don't want to," and Connor was like, "I'll fucking do it, bitch," and she joins. So yeah, she joins voluntarily, leaves a note, and tells Kenshin and friends what's going on. Kenshin sees through it immediately, him being the protector of women himself, and he gets Sanosuke on board because he's originally opposed to it. But Kenshin is like, "You didn't see her eyes, or that fat ass.
You didn't see that body on that. God damn. Just, we gotta save her, okay?" And he's like, "You know what? You convinced me. I'll do it for you, bro. If you're gonna get some."
I was just like how we just keep this theory up that he's only doing it to have sex with Megami.
Mm-hmm. He wants to eat good for the rest of his life. I don't blame him.
In more ways than one. But yeah, so they go to save their waifu, and they're met with 50 goons, and they pretty much beat them up. I don't know if you guys felt this, but I'm usually never observant of certain things like sound effects. But the sound effects this episode annoyed the hell out of me. It was so loud and obnoxious. And like Kenshin's sword swinging, they were kind of doing it like how Berserk 2016 was doing it, where I think they overcompensated. Like with 2016 Berserk, Guts will swing his Dragon Slayer. It's a big ass sword, so they got to make it sound impactful, but they make it sound like pots and pans. Mm-hmm. And Kenshin, he swings his sword, and it sounds like he's hitting somebody with a fucking freight train. Like, why does it sound so heavy? What the fuck? What is the impact? It's like, what is he actually hitting them with? Oh
yeah, I myself didn't really notice that, but maybe it's because I also have gotten used to it. I mean, it's possible that maybe it was those same sound effects were in the original one because it was an older anime, and maybe they wanted to keep it old school feeling, so they just were like, "Yeah, let's keep the same sound design in here and just make it as ridiculous as possible."
Yeah, that was just something that I noticed and kind of just made me look at the episode weird. I also just don't think the animation was that great this episode. It was a lot of...
Yeah, that's what I agree with. That's what I noticed.
Yeah, it was a lot of stills, a lot of just... There's a lot of those,
art.
like... A lot of just those action pose cuts that they always do.
Yeah.
So, what did that guy open in the chest the last episode? Because he's up there scared for his life. I thought he got, like, the freaking Infinity Gauntlet and that he was going to start fucking shit up. But no, he's just like, we'll never know what it is unless, of course, this next episode when he, they fight everybody. He's like, here's the ace up my sleeve. Ah.
It's the ace that was up my sleeve. Huzzah!
It's literally an ace card.
Yeah, I don't know what he had in that box. What's in the box?
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was. I mean, they made it to where it was a whole after credits scene, and now it has to be something. It's going to be some kind of ace up the sleeve, not an actual ace, but something where
Michael
they're
McDonald.
just. Yes, he's gonna just show up and just be like, "Hey, everybody, it's me, Michael McDonald, and yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fuck shit up. You're dead, Rurouni Kenshin."
He lived us somewhere back in a long ago.
Keep going.
That's all I know.
Oh. Well, I would think that it's some type of weapon. I have no clue what it could be. Considering the era that we're in. I don't know. I was thinking like some type of explosive. Because that would explain why he's not using it yet. But it would explain it has to be like, I don't know. Some type of bomb. I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, when you think of imperialists from this era, I usually think of things like, TNT, dynamite, stuff like that. And when it comes to like big, I have something evil in plan. I think it's probably, I don't know, like a stick of dynamite strapped to like a person. I don't know.
Thinking about it, gonna have like a bazooka.
Yeah, that too, like a gun. Could be that.
Thinking about it, this episode, the threat that he gave Megami was to burn down the dojo, so it probably is a bomb or something of the sort. Flamethrower, maybe.
Oh.
Hey, those are
Watch it
pretty
be
terrifying.
something. Watch this be something very insignificant. It's like a flint and a rock, and just.
You best back up, Kenshin. Look what I'm doing. I'm setting ablaze to the household of Megumi.
Just as a big lighter or something.
Yeah, he's like, hold on, step back. It's gonna take a couple of minutes, or 2, or 10.
Not working. Hold on, give me more time. I need 30
I
more
need a
minutes.
blow on it. Oxygen makes it burn.
I love that in this episode where he's like, Kenshin, just give me like 30 more minutes, man. Just 30 more. Come on, 30 more minutes with her. That's all I need.
And then he does the like typical evil villain thing where he's thinking in my head, yeah, give me those 30 minutes, kid. I want to torture the shit out of her. And the Kenshin's just like, he cuts like a lamppost and like, I'll give you those 30 minutes, but be ready. And then he's like, oh shit.
Megumi's also like, what the fuck are you even doing, Kenshin? Why?
And you know what he's gonna say? He's gonna say, I want that cooking and I want that ass. That's all I want.
No, yeah, he's gonna say that ass I want. That it is.
Oh, that ass I want. That it is.
Oh.
That ass is too fat. It is.
Oro?
Oro. That's the sound after he gets it and he feels he's just oro, oro, oro.
Oro. Oro.
That's also the sound he'll make after he experiences his first time. Just
Oh no! Speaking of perverted degenerates, like you two, you degenerates. I remember Kenshin in the original being more perverted, but I could be misremembering that. Not perverted, but more, let's say, like really favorable around women.
More flirtatious.
Yeah,
maybe.
That could be it. Yeah, not like in a suave way, but in like an overt boyish kind of way.
Okay, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, he definitely seems more prudish in that case from what you're describing versus how he's coming across here. Like, it doesn't seem like he even has those desires, to be quite honest with you.
He's ace. He's the ace in the sleeve because he's ace.
From One Piece?
No, the sexual when you have no sexual interest or romantic interest, you're ace.
It's called Ace?
Yeah, that's what they call it, ace.
Oh, did not know that. But besides, I guess like the bigger thing is at the end of the episode, Aoshi, the leader of the big group, the Onibawan, the Obi-Wan, Onibawan group,
Obi-Wan Kenobis.
the Obi-Wan Kenobi group. Yeah, I mean he seemed pretty cool this episode. He shit talks Con Ryu, and he's like, we are kind of just using you to get a good fight. You don't really have control over the situation. You don't control this group. I'm going to take this girl. I'm going to put her in an observatory like she's Princess Peach and I'm Bowser. We're going to set our goons right here. We're going to make it look like a whole RPG dungeon. You know, he has to fight his way through me. He literally is like waiting in a dining hall with two big ass doors behind him. Like this is an RPG setup. Like this is Final Fantasy or something like that.
What are the kind of random battles that are inside his dungeon?
Lots of ninjas. Probably some goblins. Like ugly ass Sabermen looking goblins.
You gotta have the thwomps too, just coming down.
Yeah. But he also gives. This is so sweet of him. He gives Megami her sword back and is like, "If you want to kill yourself, go ahead. I won't stop you." So sweet.
What a gentleman.
Yeah.
Kind of romantic.
I mean,
him and Itadori. Now here,
good on him because
the Rizzlers.
He understands that because he's going to listen to his orders and whatnot. So even if he doesn't, Ryu has his own men and they're aiming to torture her for her information. So he gives her the option, you know, if things go south, if Kenshin and his guys don't get to you, you can always take your life because that's better than being tortured, for your information and then dying. So, you know, he just wants to fight. That's all that there is for him. He's not necessarily a heinous dude, even though he's probably done some heinous things. But yeah, what I learned this episode, I love Megami. Ayoshi's a pretty cool dude. Ryu is a bitch, and Kaoru needs to have more confidence in herself or develop some talent.
Yeah, she needs to throw some elbows at some ladies.
I think that's not what she's supposed to do. She kind of already proved she's strong.
The Judas effect.
Well, what I mean is that way nobody tries to get between her and her man. She could just go.
Just turns into a NBA Street Jam character.
Yeah. Or the Judas effect works too from Chris Jericho. You are beautiful on the inside. We're getting copyright. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I throw Michael McDonald in there. I'll make it all right.
It'll balance it out. I'm sorry.
The Crepus Storm said, "Did Kenshin ever kidnap Beast Girls for a whole episode? Not yet. He hasn't seen a Beast Girl yet.
Will kidnap Kenshin. I think that's more likely.
Yeah. They'll be like, who's this cute guy with the scar on his face? He just walks around, Oro, what is this place with all these weird beast people?
He'll probably let it happen. He'll probably see the good in them. I can see it in your eyes.
Right. And then they just have a change of heart. They don't even have to call him boss or anything. They're just like, he's so sweet. You're right. I'm better than this. I don't have to be a bitch 24/7.
Good old Kenshin.
Well, it is now time to get into the one and only Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 7. As I fucking do a typo, goddammit. This episode was pretty awesome. We had Mechamaru continue his battle with Mahito. What did you guys think about this entire episode? Because the entire episode is just a big giant Evangelion reference, and then the last kind of segment of it is Gojo. It's the Gojo arriving, and in Shibuya. So this is the Shibuya incident arc, after all. Is the incident that Gojo arrived?
If it is, I'd literally be like, that was the whole incident? It's just him walking through going,
Hey.
what's up? Hey.
Everybody's just like, damn, he's sexy. And then the arc ends.
They did this whole build-up and prequel shit just for him to be like, hey.
Cuts to black, dramatic words come on the stream, on the screen. Shibuya incident arc. And that's it.
Wow. Waited all that time for that. I mean, it was worth it. It was well worth seeing him walk through that barrier.
But yeah, EA, you basically, EA and Satsu, you guys basically just watched an Evangelion episode. Straight up. This was Evangelion. Straight to the mech design, to the moves that they were using, to the special moves, to even the sound of the mech roaring is pretty much lifted from Evangelion. So, obviously it's missing all the horror and sci-fi elements, but yeah, this was straight up. This is like watching a really good episode of Evangelion.
Mekamaru got his ass beat horrifically.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he had me so many times. I mean, I read the manga, of course, but there was at one point where he stabs Mahito through the chest and it obliterates him, and because you see him as well like transform into like a bunch of different forms to try and get away from it. Reminded me of like the T-1000 in Terminator at the end when they drop him in the molten
It's like
steel.
molten. Yeah.
And he tries to change forms. It reminded me of that, so I was like, oh wait, what, is he dead? And then he goes and he reaches and he's going to go for Geto because that's, the next person he has to fight. And Mahito is just like, and you're like, ah, shit. God damn it. And like, Mekamaru's death is really interesting because I found that with his character, I wanted to see him like in JJK, I don't like romance. I don't ever want to see that, but I want to see it with Mekamaru. With JJK, I don't want to see, a story like this play out where like the bad guys look like they're dumb. But I wanted them to look dumb because I really genuinely wanted to see this character kind of, get out of this situation and get away from them and tell Gojo about the Shibuya incident or the Shibuya plan that they have. And it was really interesting that they did that all in one episode because, I mean, Mekamaru was awesome in the first season, but we never really, got attached to the character quite like this, where it seeming just in a couple of episodes was just like, it gave you everything you needed to get to really be invested in this character. And it didn't take, any like crazy flashback or something like that. All they really did was show a scene, like a really short scene with Blue Popsicle, and then they just had him just,
he has a name.
Just fucking destroy with this mech. So awesome. That's why he's so cool. He's got a giant mech.
Yeah.
And he's got a blue-haired girlfriend who's also a popsicle.
Well, now he's a fucking corpse, so.
True.
Hold on now. Is he dead?
He's dead.
We didn't get a body.
The guy walked away.
Doesn't matter. We don't have a body. We don't have a body, EA. We always have to have a body. They're not dead until we see a body.
Well,
my body.
Yeah, I guess you're true. And no, R. Kelly, be quiet. It's
in prison? What are you doing?
Listen, I don't know much, okay? But what I know is what I know, and that's enough. Clearly.
Well, yeah, I like this fight in I feel like I like this manga, or I like this fight better in a manga for whatever reason that is. I can't say, but I mean, it was still enjoyable. Um, yeah, Mahito is a hard person to take down. I think I just like his enthusiasm for fights because the entire time he's just smiling, having a blast. I think Mahito is he's a very funny character to me. Sukuna's a very, very funny character to me as well, but for different reasons because he's so arrogant and above everybody else. But Mahito has a genuine joy for ruining people's lives. In that regard, he's probably the most quintessential villain that you have in this series, because he's true malice, you know. But yeah, he handles things. Geto doesn't even have to lift a finger, and they kind of disrespect Mekumaru because he's like, yeah, even if I use my my domain expansion, I'll be good in 10 days. Like, I'll recover. I'll be there for the plan with Shibuya, Halloween. Here we come, trick or treat. And yeah, they beat them and they just go about their day. Like, there's not really much of them contemplating what just happened or them licking their wounds. They're just like, oh yeah, we did that. Cool. Let's go.
Yeah, that's. So I'm so glad he decided to be the mole and be all this other things just to get a body, just to get bodied and then fucking die. You know, that was literally kind of pointless. He even destroyed a little town. He literally just broke a dam and made it burst, and it looked fucking brilliant. But now the whole, ecosystem is under attack because of what he did.
Damn. Who's the real villain? Who the real villain, my God? Mekamaru or Mahito?
I know.
I think we know the answer.
I mean, think about it. Mekumaru attacked the guy after he gave him a new body.
True.
Yeah.
So.
Mahito was definitely...
and Geto's like,
I think it's because of how much he enjoys fighting that makes me want to see someone wipe that smile off his face. But he is such a good villain. It's villains that you just love to hate are very hard to do. Mahito's one of those. You just want to see him fail, but he doesn't, and it makes you more pissed off. And you're like, I hope you get yours someday.
Yeah, Akutami, when making this character, he stated that he had Geto, who was somewhere in between an antagonist and a protagonist because of his past, and he has a reason why Geto is the way he is. Whereas Mahito, he simply wanted to create a character that was. He literally watched Endgame, or maybe not Endgame, but he watched Avengers, and he was like, I want to do the complete opposite of what Thanos is. That was his inspiration for Mahito. He wants to have someone with no reason. He doesn't want you to like Mahito.
So the Joker.
Sort of, yeah. He made Mahito with the intention of him never being a popular character.
And now there's like a whole bunch of, anime girls that love him.
Oh, he's so dreamy.
Yeah.
He can murder me any day.
Pretty much. We have Celebrity Lightning Eagle in the chat. He says, what do you know, though? I don't know what that's in reference to, but hello, Lightning Eagle.
What, did Lightning Eagle blow up?
I mean,
like he's
take
a celebrity.
Off?
Is he in a limelight now? Is he living large and lavish?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
He just parked this Bugatti outside my apartment.
Damn.
Nice ass Bugatti.
That's crazy.
And he's also a great artist.
Yeah. Check out his Instagram.
Went from rags to dunking on Elon and getting rich. Shit.
He went from rags to dishes.
Did he go from rags? Just making that assumption. And he goes and say, "No, I am a normal guy." See, he's humble too.
Yeah,
he's humble.
Yeah,
he's not even trying to flex that shit. He knows he's better than Elon. He doesn't have to say
it. I'm a normal guy. One Bugatti, two, three. Oh, that's right. 4, 5, 6.
But
Yeah, what's this nice building you got here, Lightning? Oh, it's a warehouse, where they store space shuttles, which are also mine, because I go to space
all the time. How do you guys feel about like the power system and how it was used in the fight with Mekumaru Mahito? What I'll say, I'll speak for myself, and I'll say I really like that domain expansion has a counter to it, but it's not necessarily like a counter that will shift the power to somebody else. And what I'm talking about is the use of simple domains. We've seen it with Miwa. I think Gojo explained it in his fight with Goto, but it basically simple domains negate the guaranteed hits from domain expansions. It's like basically having a domain expansion for weaker people in like a very very restricted area. Cause like we see with Miwa, it's a circle around her when usually domain expansions encompass a bigger, a wider area. So Mekumaru was able to use this simple domain to negate Mahito's guaranteed hit and not have his soul changed by Mahito. Yeah, I really like the power system.
I personally don't follow the power system because I feel like, I don't know. Not that it confuses me, but it's just one of those things where I don't notice. I just kind of like sit back and watch and just, if there's a strong character, let's see how strong they become. And then if they're weak, let's see if they can dig themselves out of this and how they manage to pull off a victory. I know some animes do it better than others, but I don't know. Some reason, I was when I saw that fight, I was like, "Oh, he's doing pretty good." And then just out of nowhere, Mahito's just walking, stretching, going, like it was just some type of fight. That just told me right there, this motherfucker's strong. So yeah. I was like, "Damn, it's going to take a lot to kill this guy." And we see him in season 1. He was fought by what, like 2, 3, 4 people, and still walked it off.
Yeah,
he's super strong.
He's crazy. Literally too. I'm kind of the same with the power scaling. I think the only power scales that I have ever followed, and it's not because like I don't like it, it's just I don't follow it in this show. But the ones that I have is like Dragon Ball Z and One Piece and Fate, and that's kind of it.
Gum.
Well,
One Piece is simple, so
I feel like Dragon Ball doesn't really have much of a power system. It's really because
not really.
Whoever wins is whoever wins is just basically who has the biggest power level. One of the few times that wasn't the case was literally the first saga, Dragon Ball Z, the Saiyan saga, where they took out 2 people who they weren't necessarily stronger than. Even though the technique itself was stronger than him, and then with Vegeta, that was a group effort. But I will say EA and to see you guys better fall in love less or more so to EA because he has already read a lot. You better fall in love with the power system because things are going to get a lot more detailed and it's going to be more reliant on your knowledge of what's going on with the powers. Like,
okay,
you kind of gotta know what domains are, simple domains.
You gotta
what cursed energy is,
physics to follow.
I feel like it's
rocket science.
I feel like the series makes it more complicated than it needs to be.
This is true,
but it makes sense, But for sure, I think they try to overload you with information to make it. It's like having a paper and then you look at the words and then you get your encyclopedia and then you start replacing the words with bigger words. So instead of saying I ate food, it's like
I masticated
devoured.
this fine beverage.
I quenched my hunger with the finest of
Delicacies.
pastries. Yeah, it's like that. Basically.
It is. It really is a lot like that. I mean, we kind of got a glimpse of that in this season, especially at the beginning when they were like explaining the star plasma vessel. All they really had to say was, someone's gonna take over her body and she's gonna like morph into the dude. Okay.
The corrupted storm that takes me back. Welcome to my domain. That's what I used to say at the intro to my videos.
You gotta bring it back, EA.
Oh,
You gotta do a hand signal. Domain expansion.
domain EA. Wait, E A. There it is.
Sports.
There's my domain.
You just put us in Madden. That'll be our torture.
No, microtransactions.
Bring me back to Madden 03. The best
Why is the system
Madden.
broken? Glitches. For some reason a fumble is considered a reception. They took it all the way back.
There's a random house. There's a random mansion on the field because that's a glitch.
Why is MC Hammer's mansion on the middle of the field?
So there was a controversy with this episode. Pretty stupid one. That's just my opinion, though. What did you guys think about?
Sex?
No.
Well, you should wait for next episode. So this episode, the action had a lot of dimming. Of the action, like when when a certain action scene a sequence would happen, there'd be a lot of blurring and dimming.
Yep.
And people don't like that shit. However, there's a reason
People don't
for
like
it.
anything.
Well, there's a reason. There's a very good reason for it. It's to prevent seizures. But a lot of people were saying like Mappa is,
I
should
want
be
my
fired.
seizures.
Like people are making ridiculous statements.
back.
I didn't get a seizure once. I want my money back. I want to
These
go
kids
back
are
to 1990s Pokemon.
Yeah, I watched that
Look,
episode of Pokemon. I ain't have no damn seizure. Maybe if you wasn't on TikTok 24/7.
People complain about any fucking thing, I swear to God, but I mean that makes sense. Yeah, you don't want anybody to get seizures. Come on now. I mean, no, when I watch anime, damn it, I want the lights to just strobe really fast so my eyes could just. Yeah, no.
Burn me like that one episode of Fooly Cooly.
Well, I don't even. Okay,
Lightning
so yeah.
Eagle.
Well,
Back in my day, we got seizures for free and tanked it.
So the Blu-rays, in case you didn't know, will not contain this. So if you're one of those elitists, you're gonna have to pay $120.
Yeah, give me the seizure version.
Give me the seizure version.
Seizure.
Or like most anime fans, just pirate it and then blame it on somebody else when a studio is overworked.
Yes.
Yep.
Worse for me.
Exactly. And then they wonder why things can't look nice. Because they don't have the fucking budget because people pirate that stuff.
Yep. And then the industry also, fucking Crunchyroll doesn't pay any animator shit. That's the other.
Yeah.
There's animation is a whole fucking web of bullshittery.
I mean, you would think it being as popular as it is now, at the height of its popularity, that they would find ways to, I don't know, make things fair. I mean, hell, there's people on strike right now to make things fair. Could you imagine if animation decided to do the same thing?
I think
We wouldn't have anything to talk about.
I think there may be unions in Japan. They're
No,
either
they definitely have to have unions, but
But I think there's more studios that are well run in Japan that treat their employees well, so that maybe cuts down on that sort of thing a little bit. Because Kyoto Animation, for example, is like they finish their anime months and months in advance, and they work with their staff to make sure that they're healthy, and they take breaks, and they vacation time and are well paid and stuff. So same with their when they do outsourcing as well. So yeah.
I really like the setup for this arc. It's something that's been talked about since the beginning in season 1 when Goto, Geto, and was Hanami there too? I think Hanami was there as well.
Hanami, yeah.
When they were, going over the plans and their plan, and they were talking about how to deal with Gojo. So this has been something they've been working towards the entirety of the series. And as the civilian said in this episode, they want Gojo here. Why do they want Gojo here? I don't got a good feeling. But yeah, they want Gojo here. So we'll see what that brings. But yeah, I love that the framing of this arc where it just they tell you like the time of the which this is taking place, and then they just go like what was it, 10:13 Gojo arrives. It was cool.
Yeah.
And then it ends. So now I don't know what's gonna happen, but all I know is my dick is ready.
You know what, Satsuki? You just gave me a video idea, goddammit.
Oh, really? I don't know what I said.
Yeah, no.
Something about my dick?
Shibuya Incident arc has the perfect setup.
Well, let me ask EA this. Predictions. What do you think happens to Gojo? Yeah.
I would honestly be surprised if he died. Like, I would be like, holy crap, that would be one of those I did not see coming whatsoever. But if that happens, holy shit, I would cry forever. Nah, I'll cry for like 2 minutes and then I'll move on with my life.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I hope he doesn't die. But that would just be insane. What do I think will happen to him though? Well, they're calling him by name, so they're planning for him, is my thought process. They have something to counter something with his fucking domain expansion, his power thing, whatever. I'm thinking there's going to be something to counter that, and it's going to hurt him severely, is my guess. I can't think of, like, he's the man has died before and came back to life. So if that's any indicator where if he dies again, will he come back? Will he not come back this time? I don't know. It's a lot to think about, but he's going to try his best to save everybody. That's what I think is going to happen. He's going to open up the domain and say, all right, everybody, phase shift your way out of here, because now I'm going to kill whoever's in there. And I forget all the cronies. I just know Geto and Mojito.
That would actually kill like everybody. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is if everybody escapes, because he phased through it like nothing. He'll tell the people, just go, let me hold it open for you, and then they'll go.
Well, no, the whole thing about the barrier is they designed it in a very specific way. And this is another instance of the power system that I like. I just like them explaining things. It just makes the story feel more rich, in my opinion. So the barriers, they call them veils. They are filtered with curse energy. So they explain it as you can't make a veil and then try to filter who can enter and who can exit by something like, I don't know, everybody with blue shirts can enter, but everybody with red shirts can't enter. it has to be something to do with curse energy.
Damn.
So in this instance, everybody who does not have curse energy cannot exit. But anybody who does have curse energy, that being the sorcerers, that being the windows, they can enter. And everybody does have curse energy, but I'm assuming like there's a limit. Obviously, regular people that aren't aware of their own powers are capped at a limit. Thus, sorcerers and windows can go free will. So Nobara, Yuji, Megami, they can go anywhere they want practically. So far from what we know about these barriers, that's why Gojo is easily able to go here. But everybody is still trapped. So they had to figure out a way to destroy the barrier before anyone can go anywhere. And for what we know, that's not an easy thing.
Dang. All right, well then I have no fucking idea.
I'm excited.
The Decrepit Storm asks, I won't say what it is, but did they mention what their plan for Gojo was in season 1? They basically did. They at least explained what they were going to use to counter Gojo. So I won't. You could look at that scene again. It's the restaurant scene when I think his name is Goto. When Goto like burns some Applebee's employees. So you could watch over that scene to see what they said in there again. I won't go over it, but just in case if I misremembered. But yeah, they did talk about it. Oh yeah, we also had Maki's, like QRW6 said in the chat, the appearance of the zany clan's head, Maki's grandfather, appear. He looks like Heihachi from Tekken.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's actually, I thought the same thing. I love the scene where Nobara picks off like, I guess like a lint, or maybe like a hair from Maki's back.
She just like,
and Maki like motions to Nobara to like simmer down. Stand down.
This is such a stupid scene. I don't know why they added it, but I liked it just because Nobara has an admiration for Maki. She really respects her, so trying to help her out. Maki's like, we got to get serious. I don't know. It was a subtle scene that really didn't add much, but it kind of explained their characters in a weird way, where Nobara may not be taking this as serious as it needs to be, and Maki is, of course, much more focused, a veteran, her senpai, and she's not really worried about lint on her shirt. I don't know if that's what they were going for with that scene, but yeah, that's how I interpreted it. But we have the whole gang here. Megami's here.
Panda.
Panda's here. Nanami's here. And then characters that we really don't care about are here. Kusakabe's here.
People we don't care
Or
about.
Kusakabe.
Yeah. Ino's here.
Miwa.
Miwa isn't here.
Well, she's useless, so it doesn't who gives a shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's people we don't care about.
Yeah, they're all here. They're in teams. I don't know if they're going to. Well, I do know if they're going to work in teams or not, but we have a team of Ino, Megami, Nanami. The other team consisting of Maki, is his name now Obito, and Nobara. And then we have Kusakabe and Panda.
Where's Yuji?
Where is Yuji?
Watching movies with his new girlfriend.
He must be.
Scoring.
He's like, I ain't worried about this.
He's
The
risen.
Shibuya incident.
He's risen.
He's risen
without
all right.
Without knowing he's risen.
Oh.
Riz. Ugh.
He's like, damn, this girl's tall and got fat ass. I'm risen in my pants.
Oh my God.
I wonder why they planned this on Halloween. I wonder if it has something to do with just the nature of the holiday being like this evil day.
Maybe people's cursed energy are generally higher during that time, and they could somehow use that.
They should have waited till Purge Day then.
Purge Day?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
the one day out of the year where people do the purge.
Such a stupid
What day is that?
I honestly don't know. but it's a day where everybody, because everything is fine and the whole, economy's great and no crimes ever. One day out of the year, you get to kill anybody.
I feel like the concept is stupid once you think about it. I think if you just did the first movie, you're okay with it. The fact that they kept going with it makes it more stupid. Because I always felt like when you think about the Purge, it'll make sense if someone says it to you, you go, oh, okay. But the minute you start actually thinking about it, it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that there are no crimes of passion anymore? Because that's, with murder specifically, most murders aren't going to happen because somebody meticulously calculates what day they're going to kill somebody. It just kind of happens, heat of the moment type of thing. So
right.
it kind of circumvents the heat of passion crimes, and then the movie limits itself and only focusing on murderers. Like, where are the thieves at? Where are the looters? Like, that's the more normal thing that I expect people to do if crime is legal. Steal a whole bunch of TVs or stuff. Why is everybody just, oh, I can't wait to kill my neighbor. They fucking made that horrible pie.
Yeah. It's like, hey, Judy. Oh, hello, Sal. How you doing? Oh, doing great. Can't wait to kill you later. Oh, you're going to try. You're sure going to try. Not if I kill you first. Oh, bet.
Yeah. This is my problem with the movie, but I digress.
Yeah. The first one was meh. I like the second one because at least the second one took place during the Purge, so you got to see more of what people did during that time, and that was fun. But then everything else, I don't know. It pretty much becomes the same after a while.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think they're making a series. I don't know. They're milking the series dry. That's all I know.
I don't even know how you could possibly do that in the first place. Was this series popular?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, apparently. Like, they've made 5 or 6 movies, and now they're making a series, if they haven't done so already. And, I mean...
Doesn't Michael Bay have a credit?
I don't know, to be honest. I just know that the only reason it's popular is because, well, if you're filming a horror film or anything with that, you can kill people countless times in many unique, creative ways. So, it's like the Saw movies. That's why they made so many of those. And they're making another one of those.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah, that franchise probably needs to die too, along with Jigsaw.
At least Saw had Chester Bennington.
We're gonna play a game.
Died horribly.
Yeah, I know. Ugh. When I think about it, his back was glued to a chair, and he was ripping his back off against that metal chair. Oh, and then he got flung through a car door and fell on some spikes. Can't imagine a more horrible way to die.
Did that last week. It was pretty comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Cleared up my back issues. Really good.
You okay?
Oh, Jose, you all right, man?
I'm unique and can't say the word. I refuse to say it now.
I'm great. It was really good. I recommend everybody get it done sooner or later.
Word.
Well, is that it on JJK?
For me.
Yeah, well, I'll just say for me, I like that the fact that Gojo is trying to handle the situation now, because nothing has happened yet. Everybody's just trapped in this veil, but obviously all the sorcerers know that something is up. That's why all these people are congregated here. They have all the top line sorcerers. Mei's here, Nanami's here, Ino's here, and then we have people who are up to be first grade sorcerers here. And Gojo is taking it upon himself to try to, finish everything off immediately. Because that's the thing about the Tokyo and can't remember the name of the arc, but the sister school arc where we had the fights with Toto, Yuji, and between the two school groups, the Tokyo Kyoto sister school arc. Gojo was supposed to come in there. You know, if Gojo would have came in there, everything would have been over, right? But they had the barrier to keep him at bay. So I like that they always have, or at least with Gege, the mangaka of Jujutsu Kaisen, always settles a plan for why Gojo can't do something. You know, so we don't have to ask that question. So immediately they're kind of going to Gojo is trying to do something, and obviously they're planning for Gojo. So we'll see why he doesn't do anything in his arc, or he's limited, or whatever it may be, or he just outright dies.
I will say this. If Gojo would have killed Geto in the beginning, none of this would have happened. And if that one woman wouldn't have said, yeah, that's a great idea, let's commit mass genocide, that also would have never have happened. This whole thing that's happening right now. So Gojo has some blame, but that one woman has a lot to blame. Because she's the one that planted that idea in his head. Gojo could have stopped him by killing him, but she essentially pulled the trigger.
Wow.
Well, let me ask you this, EA. What do you think happened at the end of the movie, Jujutsu Kaisen 0?
He gave him a kiss.
He just kissed him?
He's like, any last words? Yes. I want your lips, Gojo. And he's like, done. Mwah. And then that was it. No, I'm seriously though, it makes it seem like he killed him. Like, just defeated him. And I know now that that's how it was supposed to end because it was a one-off manga, blah, blah, blah. But the only thing I can think of now is that he had a change of heart and he let him go.
Okay.
That's the only thing I could think of, because the fact that he would let him live after doing what he did, because he just let him go. But then why would he let him go? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense because he has him cornered and he's essentially there to end his life, but then he doesn't. Unless he fucking missed from point blank range. You know what I mean? And then he's just like, ha, you missed! And then he drove away.
Well, we
or
do also
teleported
know,
or whatever.
We do also know that this isn't exactly Geto. This is pseudo Geto as well. So that's a factor.
Well, true, because he was changed after the poor girl died. It like changed him, definitely. He's not that same person.
Well, he's got like a cursed spirit in his head or something like that. So he's like two different people, entities. They call him pseudo Geto. That's his character's actual name. Geto was the character we saw in the prequel stuff. All the other Getos we've seen are pseudo Geto, technically.
Well, then, I don't know. Maybe he accidentally gave him a slug that made him talk certain... I don't know. Tried to do the Heimlich, and it failed. Broke his neck, came back to life. So many things.
Wrong angle. He did a suplex instead of the Heimlich. Honest mistake. Oops, sorry, Geto. About the broken neck, but, you broke my heart.
Yep. Yeah, and now he's like this the whole time. Just like, hey guys. How you doing?
It's me.
It's me, Geto. I need to fix my neck.
You guys got
so much better.
Got a masseuse?
You guys got a masseuse? One that does chiropractic adjustments.
Little Nicky?
Yeah, little Nicky. Alright, guys. Go ahead and eat the chicken. Because Popeye's chicken is the shiznit.
We have a joke in my server when I play Cyberpunk. We call it Adam Smasher, but voiced by Adam Sandler. And we do all of his quotes, but doing a little Nicky impression. So we're like, you look like a cut of fuckable meat.
Release the guy. Release the guy.
And he says he's only kind of ghetto, just a little hood. Oh my god.
Well, I guess it is time to get into our final topic of the show. Don't know why I said it like that. Viewer questions.
Then it turns into a falsetto. Just break out a song like it's High School Musical.
Oh.
Stick to the things you know. No. I used to hate shows like that, where everything
That
would
would
break out into a musical.
Same. Still hate him.
But Satsuki, I'm
much
gonna
joy.
take a shit. Oh, baby, I'm gonna take a shit.
I think
Need some two-ply for my butthole. Oh, baby, yeah.
what would make me so
Fucking
angry.
bullshit.
Okay, now that's good. what I would hate about those shows is I would never really like expect it, even though it should be expected. It would just make me angry because I'm here for the story. I'm like, yeah, and then all of a sudden they just, no, we gotta stop the plot right here. Stop and think. And I'd be like, bro, what am I watching? But you love Love Live. Love Live used to make me angry with that too. I used to be like, wait,
It is kinda-
just talk really quick.
Yeah, it is kind of cringe. See,
I'm
it's,
like, why are you dancing all of a sudden? And why is it choreographed so good?
yeah, like why is the singing so fucking awesome? I like it better when it's like Willy Wonka style, where it's like a part. It feels like it's a part of the world, and it doesn't feel like it's kind of forced or whatever.
How many kids can we put in some soup? We're gonna murder some children today. If you try to take my chocolate away.
I love the WWE meme with the Oompa Loompas coming out, and you see the scene where it zooms in on one, and you just it cuts away to Jim Ross saying, "It's Taz."
Yeah.
It's like a Oompa Loompa.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Anyways, first question. One will protect you and the other will try to kill you. Who do you pick? Goku, Superman, Saitama, or Kratos?
Oh man, that's
So it's basically
good
like
ones.
who's fighting for your honor?
Depends on what version of Superman we get.
Yeah.
If we get like a movie Superman, I'll probably go with Goku.
I mean, I feel like Saitama would be. Well, no, that's not true. He would not protect you because he doesn't. He's just kind of like bored anyway. Yeah, I would probably go with Goku. He would be the one that would definitely put everything that he got on the line to protect you. Not to say Superman wouldn't do it too, but if you got some kryptonite, he going down.
Yeah, Goku will body Superman. Goku will body Saitama. Kratos, no comment, but Goku for sure.
Well, and
You're
then
gonna
too,
talk ill about Kratos.
we're thinking about it in a sense of, okay, we picked somebody, they had to fight these other three. The person that protects you doesn't have to fight those three. They just have to protect you. So Goku with instant transmission is immediately the best partner that you can get.
Yeah.
Yep. He's like, well, see you later, guys.
Yeah. So there's really not much they can do. Like I said, it depends on the Superman, because I know Superman is busted in a lot of different versions of himself. But from my knowledge, Kratos or Saitama don't have something like instant transmission that can just circumvent power. So yeah, I gotta go with Goku.
Next question. Out of these four, who wins this four-way battle? Uryu, Sasuke, Zoro, or Vegeta? But not
Non-super.
not super Vegeta.
Vegeta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vegeta's
yeah,
pretty
I feel
strong
so
in
too.
that, so I'd probably say Vegeta, yeah.
And where I'm at with Zoro in One Piece, he's kind of just like a swordsman. Though, gotta admit, Zoro in live action kind of kicks some ass.
I have opinions on Zoro in the live action.
Me
That
too.
people probably not going to be too fond of.
Uh-oh. I think I already know what it is. Uh-oh.
He's too sexy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Well, the other thing, actually. I spoke too soon. I didn't even think about what you were saying there. But yes, also he's too sexy for his shirt. Too sexy for his shirt. Also, Taz Skylar is Sanji. No, I'm not gonna. We're saving it for the podcast. No. Next question. This question is for Satsuki and EA. Who was the most? Wait, did we even answer? Did you all answer the previous question?
Yeah, I did.
Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I didn't. Fuck. But yeah,
You
I
didn't
would go Vegeta. That's what I would go. People got mad. I had an old Dragon Ball Z video where I intentionally called Dragon Ball Dargon Ball and Vegeta. And people were like in the comments like, this guy's stupid, he can't even pronounce the name. It's like, what do you think I'm gonna mispronounce dragon? You think I can't pronounce dragon? That I'm gonna call it Dargon.
CC, your issue was trusting anime fans to think.
Bro, I had some comments today that just made me go, how many brain dead people exist in this world? But that's a topic.
I mean, we have a couple of those comments on our videos. I mean,
yeah, all of them are
I
from
find
me.
it hilarious.
I mean, what?
Oh, that was you, huh? Okay. I fucking knew it.
Kidding. Anyways, next question. This question is for Satsuki and EA. Who was the most politically intelligent character among them? Elena?
I could
Tyrell?
read them.
Okay.
Yeah, Elena Tyrell, Varys, Tywin Lannister, or Peter Baelish.
Peter Griffin.
Oh,
Those are all
those are heavy
really-
hitters.
Yeah, those are really good questions.
They're all extremely smart.
Yeah, but the question is, who was the most politically intelligent character?
Me personally, I would have to go with Varys for the simple fact that he has his he has his little birdies,
Mm-hmm.
he has so much information. His information network is insane. For someone of his standing to be able to always put himself in positions in which he's never been like casted out. He's never been he stays in the position, so he doesn't have a lot of responsibility. He's the master of whispers for a reason. I would say he's probably the most politically intelligent because he never really vies for power. And that's probably the best thing that you could do, because the minute you do get the power, you're going to have a big target on your back. That's not to say that these characters aren't smart, because they all are extremely smart. But I think I got to go with Varys.
That's a really good one. Tywin Lannister is pretty good, though he did kind of get himself in trouble a couple of times. That's why maybe take it down a couple pegs, but he can talk his way out of any kind of danger. He's really good at that. Even though I hate to say it, I'd probably go with Peter Baelish, just because he knows how to play the game. He's so fucking Weasley and slimy. I mean, obviously, season 7, he didn't go his way, but for the most part, he always was he just kept himself just not out of trouble, but I don't know, maybe unsuspected, because he always played both sides. He was always he would lie to your face and tell you, I didn't kill your father, when he knows good and well he did. He may not have pulled the trigger, but he certainly helped make it happen. And he was pretty smart for that. But then, yeah, like I said, they just kind of wrote him off in season 7. Made him stupid.
Interesting. You said Littlefinger because he was basically like Varys's, they were like rivals in a way. They always had their interactions with each other, and in the same way, Olenna and Tywin were kind of like that, given their family situation, the Tyrells and the Lannisters coming together. So, but like I say, they're all big, heavy hitters. This was a really good question. I like this question.
Same here, but I will say, Olenna Tyrell had the best death of the whole series. I want you to know it was me.
And she just stood there like a G.
Yep. I could not have asked for a better death. Like, she didn't have to suffer. She didn't have to nothing. Just drank her poison and said, "I killed you. I helped kill your son," to the father's face. Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Well, next question. Would you eat a Roman candle?
Assuming this is not food, no. Why on earth
What's a Roman candle?
Do like people who are writing these questions think we're like jackass characters?
Hi, my name is EA, and I'm about to eat a Roman candle.
Welcome to
We're
Jackass.
Impractical Jokers or something.
Well, the next.
How would we do that?
The next question. Not that bad of a question. A hentai with sea cucking theory?
One of the worst questions we got today of probably the month.
I mean, listen, y'all. I'm just saying. I know what you're saying. I know. With the cuck theory, that Mikasa. I forget the theory. Fuck.
It's got your own theory.
Listen, Aaron and Armin are going to cuck Mikasa. I'm telling you, the cuckening is coming. It's coming. It's coming. The cuckening. It's coming.
The thing is, something similar probably already happened, but probably with Mikasa and Levi. Those characters were shipped together a lot.
Oh, God. Aren't they like cousins thrice removed or something?
Probably distant relatives. I don't think it would be significant. But still, no. Like, forget the whole like relation thing. Just the age gap is kind of weird. Not kind of weird, very weird, given that they were shipping them when Mikasa was like 15. So,
Decrepit Storm said, "Did you wait a whole hour just to say that?"
he did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He did. Trust me.
Yes.
Looking forward to
that. Other than that, though, I think we've come to the end of the show. Short week this week, even though we managed to get nearly 2 hours. As I forget what to do. Oh yeah, EA. Question for you.
What is that, sir?
What? Oh shit, you're like out of frame. Hold on, I got you. Talk, vamp.
Okay, vamp. Oh, vamp.
Things are going horribly. The show's on fire. Oh my god, fire everywhere. Okay, it's fixed. We're good.
You're on fire, good sir.
Trump.
Thank you, Trump.
What did you say something? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I mean, I was just surprised. You're dealing with all these lawsuits, and you're probably going to go to prison.
Yeah. What else is there? I'm ready for Bubba. Bubba's my friend. He's going to take care of me in prison.
He's a good man.
You know who else is good there?
Who?
My mom.
My mother.
Oh, Joe, you're here too. Joe,
Yeah.
Slow Joe.
It is me. I go in slow motion sometimes. I fall upstairs, downstairs. I fall everywhere. This is what happens to me on a daily basis.
Can I ask you a quick question, Joe?
No. I don't answer any questions. Ever.
No, but no, Joe. I want. Can you just?
I'm going to take over from here.
Oh,
President Barack Obama, I'm going to say that things are very great in my hands.
I mean,
There it is.
they kind of, yeah.
Wow. Whoa.
Well, the president was
okay.
there.
Whoa. Why is this burping? Is burping. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That it just burps every time I talk.
Oh, I thought that was just. I didn't know what the hell that was.
It's me that I burp when I talk. I fucking
What's wrong with you?
I have intestinal problems. Anyway, you can find over at Everything Animated, and I am just I do a podcast called Rent a Podcast.
People are not catching what you're saying, Nia.
You don't know me. I know myself. Hold on, let me fix this. All right, I do a podcast called Rent a Girlfriend Podcast. Me, Rising, C Tactics, the one over there that used to be in the straitjacket. We're going to take him out of the straitjacket. He's going to show everybody what Rent a Girlfriend's all about because he is the man. And also, I have a Twitter, an Xer, or whatever for a King of Anime podcast. Don't really post much, but it would be nice to just give it a little follow. And come join me this Saturday with me, Rising Sun Reviews, in C Tactics. And it's going to be funny because he's only going to watch episodes 4 through 6, and he's not going to know what's going on. I'm going to be like, that's okay, I'll catch you up to speed.
Oh, so I'm not going to watch the first episodes then?
You want to torture yourself?
I don't know if I want. That's a good point.
Just do 4 through 6. It'll be funnier that way, I think.
I guess so, yeah.
Yes. Well, and let me go ahead and drop that Patreon before I forget. So yeah, you can you do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of that. And to answer your question, Carp, Wednesday
it is.
Back to you, Tom.
Tom, tell him where can. Oh shit! Everything's on fire. Hold on. Satsuki, tell him where they can find you.
Well, you can find me, Satsuki the Savage. First and foremost, I got to say, they reinstated my Twitter back, or my X.com, my Zitter. So yeah, I got that back. I emailed them and said, "Hey, Elon, give me my shit back, bitch." And he got scared and he did it.
Yeah,
so
sounds like Elon.
My X.com is back. I tweeted a couple of things. Of course, I hyped up the Madoka Magica movie. But I am not going to be on Twitter as much. I'll still be on there, but not as much. I cut down on my hours on Twitter. So don't expect me to be on that much. But if you want to find me on X.com, my name there is Satsuki the Savage. Okay. That's my handle. As well as wait a minute. See, you misled the people. That's not my Twitch. That's not my Twitch.
What is your...
My Twitch is the same thing as my handle as Twitter.
Oh no!
So it doesn't have the. It has DA.
I fucked up. Well, I mean, I'm gonna change all the stuff next week, so.
Oh,
it's fine.
Well,
next week.
So yeah, my Twitch is the same thing as my Twitter handle, Satsuki.Savage. I would have put the if I had enough characters, but I didn't have enough characters, so. You can find me on my Twitch, where I most frequently am. I usually always stream on the weekends, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I play Rain Cold from the Team Danganronpa, where I play Persona 5 Royal, almost finished with that, where I play Ace Attorney, and where I'm going to play this game that I just picked up due to mostly Lightning Eagle server, Fire Emblem Three Houses.
It's a good one. Yeah. I'm in the middle of a playthrough of that.
Yeah. Heard some good things from it. I'm excited to get all the waifus or kill people or whatever the hell I do in that game.
LE has sold so many copies of that game. He's the reason I bought it.
Yes. Okay. Nice. The more you know. But YouTube channel, Satsuki the Savage, Satsuki the Gamer, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna make more videos, blah 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 blah. I'm lying to you, blah blah blah. I'm like a politician, blah blah blah. That's it.
Well, as for me, you can find me over at the Sea Tactics. Today I put out 2 videos. One is a review on the One Piece live action. Rustled some feathers when I said it was a masterpiece, but nobody pays attention to context. Relative to other live actions, it is the standard. It is the masterpiece we needed. Compared to the manga, of course it's not. Oh my god. Get out of here. Other than that, though, I also did a video on the announcement of the new AOT release date, which is November 4th, so you don't need to go watch the video. That was a waste of breath. Tomorrow, on the Bento channel, we'll be covering a new chapter of Chainsaw Man. It's really, really heating up. Last chapter was amazing, so this new chapter should be pretty incredible. Like, it's going to be one of the biggest arcs of the series, most likely, so everyone's pretty excited. Also, want to give a congratulations to Elon Musk and Grimes for their new child. Did you guys see this news?
Nope.
Who's Grimes?
I don't know.
Who's Elon?
She's in Cyberpunk. She plays Lizzie Wizzy. I think she's like some artist or... anyways, Elon Musk and Grimes had like a 3rd child, right? Guess what he named it?
X.
He named it Tau Techno Mechanicus.
Sounds like an Elon name.
Jesus.
I'm surprised he hasn't like named a kid after like a Pokemon sound. Like something like that.
Let's see. Elon Musk children's names.
Children's.
Okay, all right. So this is disturbing.
Is that one of the kids' names? Hi, this is disturbing. This is what the fuck, and this is on my OMG.
So
Oh my fucking god!
one of his children's names is named. Well, he had triplets with some woman, Kai, Saxon, and Damien. Then he had his first child with Grimes, the musical artist, was named XAE A-13 in Roman numerals, Musk.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's the one the Crepus Storm just put in the chat.
Yeah, he put it in the chat. That's... How do you even say that?
It sounds like a computer error.
The second one was named Exa Dark Side Rail Musk.
I am going to lose my shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
X-Rail Side Musk or what?
Yeah, that's the name. Then
It sounds like a bad sequel to something, like a spin-off.
It's like something you would throw up on a keyboard.
Then he had 2 other children with another woman that are named Strider and Azure Musk.
So wait, how many kids does this motherfucker have?
Well, he's got
we gotta start
6
calling
6 or 7.
dudes out for being like thoughts, because what's going on? Guys, a
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah, he's got 10 kids. One of them is an alphabet soup.
Anyways, that's it for the King of Anime podcast this week. Thanks everybody for tuning in. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Dinner.